Can we focus? Can we focus on me? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is De'Ara, also known as I Paint Pretty Faces. Thank you so much for pressing this video and agreeing to watch my crazy ass. I don't know why, but since you're here, you might as well go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So, leave it up to Too Faced. They are always going to show up and show out, and they definitely did that when they sent me this whole refrigerator full of goodies. But they're not the kind of goodies you can eat. Kind of wish they were, you know. I appreciate the sweet treat too. But they sent out this whole refrigerator, and basically what this is their new Peaches and Cream collection, which is a Sephora exclusive. I was definitely excited to try out this collection, and I thought that you all would be as equally excited for me to try out. Let me scoot it on back a little bit so y'all can really see what's going on inside of this refrigerator when we open it up. We have a whole collection of goodies. Look at all this stuff, y'all. What? Too Faced really, like I said, they always show up and show the heck out. They sent me setting spray, setting powder. They sent me all 12 shades of their Peach Perfect foundation. I'm so excited to try that. I have setting powders. I have that new matte palette. Just many things. So what we're gonna do today, the name of the game is we are going to test these products here. I already did a Facebook Live, but here we're gonna be able to go a little bit more in depth. I'm gonna really break it down for y'all. Not sure how I'm doing to record this video. Get ready with me style, side by side style. I don't know. But let's go ahead and just get into it, all right? Since I'm recording with Too Faced already, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to keep it all in the Too Faced family. This definitely isn't part of the Peaches and Cream collection, but it is one hell of a great eyeshadow primer made by Too Faced. It is called Shadow Insurance. So I'm gonna take that and put some of that on my lid. Turn this all over the lid. We're going to start with our Just Peachy Mattes palette. So this is a palette full of mattes. I immediately absolutely love the color scheme. I think it's beautiful and very versatile for the fall time that we're going in. You have your cranberries, you have your nudes, you have these colors over here to go under your brow bone, you have your transition colors. It's very versatile for all women of all types of skin ranges and just for fall in general. So I'm going to start with this color right over here. I believe that one is called Peach Tart. Yes, we're going to start in with Peach Tart, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I'm going to work that right into my transition color with a big fluffy brush. Now this is a matte palette, and these are matte colors, so blending is going to be, and it may be a little bit more tricky. Just really just keep blending, stay focused, and yeah, don't give up. Now I'm going to go in with the color called Chocolate Dipped, which is right here. And I'm just going to take a small precision brush like so. This is from Juvia's Place, their 117 precision brush to be exact. And I'm going to focus it right here on my outer V. And this is really just to add a little more definition to this eye. Again, like I said, this is an all matte palette, so you will have to really work with your blending. But the thing about it is I love matte eyes. I love them for myself, and I especially love them for mature women. Now with the flat applicator brush, I'm going to take the color Peach Tea and plat that on the remaining part of my lid. Whoa, pigment. Whoa, wait a minute. I wasn't ready. And that's with no concealer base or anything. So pigment is serious. Just because I'm a warmth kind of girl, I did go in with a little bit of the Peach Sangria, which is this winey reddy color right here, with another small precision brush. And honestly, I just took it right here along the lower lash line, the outer lower lash line, just to kind of add a little bit more warmth. Overall, I really do like this palette. I definitely think it is worth the $64 I believe it retails for. because you're going to get a lot of matte shades. The price may seem a little bit off-putting, but understand that the formulation when it comes into mattes is just so much different than shimmers, metallics, things like that, because most of the time you have something that's very versatile like this. You buy a matte palette like this and you pretty much have a nice good solid amount of mattes that you need. You could definitely take just this palette and take another palette with shimmers and you'll be good to go for your kit. If you're a makeup artist, I'm always thinking in terms of kits. So to get the face started, we're going to go in with the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Sweet Fig Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This one is infused with peach and sweet fig. And if you're asking, what the hell is sweet fig? What's the thing with this? What is this new ingredient that they're just throwing into this product? Okay, so I know for a fact that sweet fig definitely helps with any kind of redness, inflammation in the skin. It helps it cool it down, which is why I'm guessing they're marketing as a cooling matte primer. So basically what it's going to do, if you have blemishes, any of that, girl, it's gonna calm it on down. I don't have any blemishes right now except this pimple that wasn't gonna allow me to be great, but it's not even red, but that's neither here nor there. We're just gonna put this all over the face. And as I'm putting this on, oh my god, y'all, it is feeling like a little miracle veil. It is making my skin feel so soft, so creamy, and I can just see the porcelain effects already starting to happen. So I'm definitely loving that. Okay, y'all, so for the foundation, I just gotta be honest, I would immediately noticed that we were lacking a bit in the diversity department. But I'm not going to be too upset because I know my girl Jackie Anna will be working with Too Faced and Gerard, and they will be adding new shades to the Born This Way foundation collection. So I'm super excited about that. I know my girl got all back and she gonna have us. So with that being said, I'm going to use and mix two of the colors that I think is going to help me. The darkest shade that they have is Mahogany. Now, off rip, we just want to take Mahogany and I'm going to swatch it right there. So as you can see, she's going to be real red for me. And I'm very cool. I love a good red foundation, but that may be a little bit too red. Now, this is Mocha. This is the color down for Mahogany, and I'm going to show you Mocha. Now, Mocha looks like she may be good for me, right? But I'm kind of scared that once Mocha oxidizes, I will be looking like I am ready to, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the two of them together. I will say that this foundation, I've already worn it. I should mention that I've already worn this foundation. It did last me a full 8 hours. It is full coverage and it does go on very smooth. So the formulation is on key. My only critique would be definitely adding more shades. I feel like we have to add at least about another 12 shades to this line for it to really be considered a full complexion series. Y'all know what I'm saying? So now that it looks like I just splattered stuff all over my face, I'm gonna go in with this flat top foundation brush and I'm just going to tap the colors together all while pressing it into my skin. I'm going to go into a little zoom, let y'all see what's going on with this color. Is it going to come out right? We shall see. Because the thing about mixing the foundations is you never know, like, do you want more of the lighter, the darker, more of the cooler, more of the warmer? You know, it's just like, it's tricky. It's tricky. Now, I'm very used to mixing my foundation, so I pretty much can always kind of get it right. But if you're new to this, I'm telling you, it's just best to find a foundation that's your shade solely. But it looks like it's doing pretty good. And like I said, this is just one layer, and you can already see she provides a nice amount of coverage. I didn't even color correct around the mouth. I wanted to see what the foundation did first, and then I'm going to go on with my color correction. I think I'll add maybe one more layer. Let's see what we do up here with this pimple I got going on. Now, so I do just have to mention that this is take 2 for my foundation. I had to wipe off my whole face after I put on my concealer. Now, I do want to say I was not using the Too Faced concealer as I don't own any Too Faced concealer. So I'm using my concealer that I usually always use, and I'm noticing just like patchiness, extreme stickiness. It was just a mess. So I wiped my face off and I did not use the Prime and Perfect, where is it? The Primed and Peachy primer this time. I didn't use it and my skin did not do that. Now everyone's skin reacts different. My skin just did not like this primer. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for you and your skin. Just as for me and my house, it's a no-go. All right, so the next two things I'm super nervous about, because sticking with the peaches and cream kind of theme, these are very light in color. So this one here, this is a translucent smoothing finishing powder, but you see it has that peach tone. Very nervous about that. Then there's also this Peach Perfect setting powder, which has a little bit of peach tone. Now I have used the Born This Way translucent powder, which is just absolutely translucent and I love it. So I'm hoping that even though these things have a little bit of pigment, they are going to match for my skin. So yeah, I'm going to set my foundation first with the Peach Blur, and that's this one right here. I'm going to use my setting brush, my foundation brush. This is what I normally always use. Get a nice bit of the product on, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat it on my skin. I'm noticing it's not changing my foundation color at all, which is a good thing. I'm just hoping that for flashback purposes, everything is going to be okay. Now I'm going to take the Peach Perfect setting powder and I'm going to use that to set my concealer. I'm not doing a baking thing. All I'm doing is pressing it in with my Real Technique brush. I am just kind of over the whole baking thing right now. This has been working with me for my setting powders, and I'm just so happy to report that it doesn't look like it's changing colors either. And as you can see, it is definitely setting that foundation in a very matte way. This is the unset version and this is the set version. To start off my contour, I'm going to go ahead and use the bronzer that they provided as well. This is their Sweetie Pie bronzer. I think that the design of this is so cute. It looks just like a beautiful, perfectly baked peach pie. And at first I was thinking this is not going to be dark enough to do anything. I definitely am still going to use something else to contour, but this is perfect for starting to sculpt out the face. As you can see here, it just helps deepen my shadows a little bit, and it'll show me exactly where I want to put my contour at. So if you're a little more fair, I would even recommend this just for contouring. So now that my face is all bronzed up, I'm going to take their Melted Powder Blush. They have, I believe it says 6 shades. This is from Peach My Cheeks. This shade is called So Peachy. Basically what it is a cream to powder blush. I've never used a cream to powder blush, so I'm low-key excited. I'm just gonna take some on my ring finger. No, it's the middle finger. I promise I'm not saying y'all, but this is just the finger I pick up naturally. I totally forgot about the Peach Mist setting spray, and I accidentally already set my makeup and then I went to straighten my hair. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now, and I'm gonna use it as the pre-reference for my highlighter, because sometimes I like to do that to get my highlighter to go on a little more smooth and dewy. So I'm just gonna spray this on. This is also in the set. This is the Peach Mist setting spray. All right, wanted it to smell like peaches. Yep. It does. Peaches, peach pie, peach soda, peaches and cream, peach cobbler, everything peachy. I'm going to go ahead and take a highlighter. I'm going to use a highlighter from Too Faced. I'm going to use You Light Up My Life. Just this really pretty gold highlighter. This collection came out a few months ago. And what brush am I going to use? All right, just gonna go ahead and smile, and I'm just gonna tap that right there on my cheeks. You can see it is not a really strong highlighter. It really just adds that little bit of healthy glow, which I like sometimes. Just not to have that highlight just popping, but it goes on really pretty, especially with that setting spray. You made it this far watching me. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. And you might as well go ahead and subscribe because you did. But moving on into my final thoughts, I love the collection. There are definitely some things that were misses for me. That would definitely be the primer. I wouldn't suggest it. It didn't work for me and my skin type, and I just have a normal skin type. Maybe it's for someone with more of an oily skin. I know the collection is geared towards oily skin, so for oily skin it may be great, but for me, for my normal skin, it's an absolute no. Also, I'm not a big fan of the cream to powder, but just because I'm not a big fan of cream to powder, when I did put this on with my finger, I did notice a little bit of ruffling off of my skin, like my foundation was rolling. So not a big fan of that, but I definitely recommend these powders. I love these powders, even though they have that peach tone. Look at me, I'm looking completely brown. I don't look like peach, I don't look like orange, and I'm like, thanks Too Faced. That's amazing. Definitely it was a downside that the foundation range for African American women, and women of color in general, is not that large, so I definitely hope that there is some improvement. Other than that, the collection is absolutely amazing. If you don't get anything else, I do definitely suggest that you get this eyeshadow palette because it is definitely a winner. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this by thumbsing up this video, and also don't forget to share this video. Tell me in the comments, do you plan on buying anything from the Peaches and Cream collection? Are you like, I ain't doing it? Either way, I want to know. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to stay pretty, and I'll see you on the next video.